In my classroom, I take a non-traditional approach to education by rarely lecturing to my students. Instead, I find that it's much more effective to briefly introduce a topic and allow the students to experiment and practice the skills they've been introduced to for the first time. This hands-on approach to learning is much different than many of my students are used to, but they respond better than anyone could imagine. This approach gives them the opportunity to apply their understanding of a concept and immediately see the results of their efforts. But I would rather have you listen to my students tell you about how they learn best in the classroom.
Multimedia technology is a personal experience for everyone.
Before enrolling here, I just saw school as an experience that everyone was forced into.
The beginning of the year, it was kind of hard for me because I always thought about dropping out of high school.
When I got into this class, I thought it was just going to be some class where we messed around with video cameras and did some cool graphic design work.
When I came here, I thought we were just going to play games and mess around in class.
I've changed so much since September.
This class has been much more than a class.
You need to work and be independent to succeed because you aren't coddled. You need to want your education.
I was on my way to failure, and so this class woke me up and made me realize that in order for me to be successful, I need to be more dependent on myself.
I realized that the multimedia class isn't a class where you get coddled, and you really have to take it upon yourself to learn what you need to learn to pass the class.
In the real world, no one's going to coddle you, so now more than ever, you should be more independent.
My first year in the program, I was clueless as to learning Photoshop, but at the end of the year, I not only excelled in Photoshop, but also got closer to a true meaning of who I am.
I truly see the benefit of individualized learning.
It takes a while to understand, but once you get it, you start learning things by yourself, and things just turn out a lot better.
Mr. Tully lets you learn your way, and if you need help, he'll help you. But you really need to push yourself to learn.
Individualized learning has helped me to be better prepared for my future and any obstacles that may come my way.
In a normal class, there's homework to be done outside of school. However, in multimedia, we independently meet outside of school to prepare for our productions or projects, and you're expected to be there if you say you can.
I see individualized learning as a way to build character and confidence.
Mr. Tully lectures, and then throughout the year, he does it less and less, just to make you push yourself to learn.
We not only learn Final Cut and Photoshop, but we learn soft skills that you can take with you for the rest of your life and you can use to be extremely successful.
In this class, Mr. Tully expects us to accept failure. Whenever we fail during a production, he expects us to go back and learn from our mistakes, because he believes when we fail, we can go back and benefit from our mistakes.
Over the past 3 years, I showed Mr. Tully that I can be an independent student. Through this personalized learning environment that he created, now all I have to do is submit a project proposal and show him the final result. That's what I like about this class.
I hope this podcast provides you an opportunity to see how students can learn more efficiently in an independent classroom. I believe this provides the students the means to master the content. And in our next podcast, students will discuss how they assist each other by implementing cooperative learning techniques.